Got get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my...
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Prescott now. And his throw here is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
First down carry by Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Now, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A give to Elliott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Prescott off play action. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown.
It's over. It's over.
CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down and 8. A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Play action now. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Washington, nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Neville Gallimore able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Gibson.
And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
4 down. Mike 9.
On play action, Rodgers. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Hunter Nice-Swanner on to punt now on 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Ball up up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Rodgers with a keeper.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Aaron Rodgers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Point after up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes it at the 7th. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They'll throw again. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Second and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Prescott to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. There he goes left side. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Man, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Prescott off play action.
He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Prescott on first down. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Prescott now. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott yet again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Rodgers going for the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now down to 20.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. Good move at the 30. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 41, Prescott. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score is 55, Washington 28.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.